Okay, first of all, hello, Amara. How are you?
Hello, hello, hello. All is well. Thank you so much. Surviving like Beyonce. Yeah.
Yes, I love it. I love it. You look beautiful, and
Thank you.
I'm interested to see. So it is summer, right? It's well,
Yes.
we're in summer, and summer 2024. Summer is usually a time when people think about dating or getting outside and flirting a little bit. Getting back out there and kind of finding someone that they can enjoy having a good time with over the summer months. And so hearing that you have partnered with a dating site was really cool because I figured, okay, well, Amada can maybe give our viewers some tips on dating. So first of all, what made you decide to come on board, as an ambassador for this new dating site?
Well, you know what? I wanted to try something different. I always am looking for ways to support my community. And what I love about Cheese Spot is that Cheese Spot is so welcoming to all races, all nationalities, all backgrounds, and I also saw that they weren't just providing a service for you to find love, but
Hmm.
to also meet friends and to also network and to also discuss real life issues. Finding people that you can relate to, I think, is so important, where it's not just superficial, but
Hmm.
people that, you're in the same frequency. I'm still single. I'm still trying to figure it out. It hasn't been that easy for me either, ladies. It has nothing to do with how smart you are, how much money you got, how bossed up you are. None of that. Some of
Hmm.
us still can't figure it out, but it's never too late. We could still be out in the search, still be out in the hunt. It's going to come eventually. And Cheese Spot
Absolutely.
can definitely be the place where you can find it.
I love that. And I agree with you 100%. It has nothing to do with, a lot of women, how
No,
beautiful you are or what. It's just really like the right time and finding the right person. But
correct.
like you said, like this app, a lot of people are afraid of of kind of dating on social sites. So what advice would you give to someone who is a little bit hesitant about joining a dating site? There's still some people out there that feel like if they get on a dating site that may make it look like they're desperate or that may make it look like they're gonna meet a lot of weirdos. So what would you say,
No.
what advice would you give to someone that's a little bit hesitant about joining a site?
I would say in the world that we live in now, you kind of have to go with technology. And a lot of us, including myself, are workaholics or we're busy trying to, deal with life. And we may not all have time to go out to the bar or go out to the club or go out somewhere to meet someone. And, joining a dating app, and not just a dating app, but a community like Cheese Spice, I think is the best way of doing it. And one thing I love about Cheese Spice is that Cheese Spa, um, has something I've never seen before in a dating app. You have the possibility of doing a face to face, like a call
Mhm.
through Cheese Spot before even going out on your first date. So it gives you an
That's
opportunity to make sure that what you see in the picture is a real person. You can actually start talking to each other first,
Mhm.
and really get to know each other, mingle a little bit before you have that first date. I think is so amazing.
Mhm.
Because a good way to filter them out. But
Mhm.
I'm a pro for dating apps. A lot of us be busy.
That's true. That's absolutely true. And first of all, kudos to Cheese Paw with that because I just want to make sure that people know that women are not the only ones that catfish. Men catfish too. So,
Yep, yep, yep.
it's good to see the person, get a vibe for them, feel their energy through a face to face, I think is a lot.
But you know what? Chispa thought of it all. Even when you're thinking about safety, I think that Chispa thought about it in that aspect as well. You feel safer when you get to know someone a little bit more through video calls and stuff before even exchanging your phone number. You don't even have to
Mhm.
do that. You could do it straight from the app. I think they thought of all those things, and I also appreciate that the board of council, including myself, we're all looking to change things within our community because, like I said, once you get into the app and you kind of see, you'll understand a little bit better. But a lot of us are actually, doing things towards finding things that our community is gonna like in our cheese spot community. We're talking about immigration laws, we're talking about racism, we're talking about the LGBTQ+A community. We're actually putting in the work to
Mhm.
make sure that this is a safe space where you feel creative, you feel open, not judged, you feel free and free to meet new people.
Yeah, that's awesome. I was listening to an interview that Common did recently, and he was talking about why he feels like he's such a good fit for Jennifer Hudson. That remains to be seen. But he was saying that he was saying that having something in common, right? It helps a lot. Like he said, we come from the same place, they have the same culture, both are from Chicago. That makes a big difference. And then listening to you and reading about this new venture of yours, I wonder like how much does it count or does it help if a person actually has a similar cultural background, language barrier,
You
what
know
how
what?
are these things
I
important?
don't know. I feel like to each his own. I almost feel like I have tried so much of everything in life because I don't put any limits to my life experiences. I would
Mhm.
actually like to find someone that's completely the opposite from me. I want to learn from your culture. I want to see how we can, mix it up in entanglement, like do have an entanglement where we can both figure out our life experiences together. Because in many occasions, that can also be that can also not turn out to be positive when you both come from the same background, when you both, you might want something different. I don't know. I'm very open myself to trying something different. I've been with Dominicans. I've also dated people in Miami. I've dated Latinos. I've dated African American. I've
Mhm.
done a little bit of everything, Russian, just to experiment. I don't think
Mhm.
as a cultural thing per se or a race thing. I think it's more of an energy thing and a chemistry thing. If the chemistry is there, it don't matter where you're from.
I like that. But I noticed that this cheese bar was specifically for, it was like number one rated for Latina singles. So I wondered, is it different dating different cultures? Have you, because that's definitely an assortment you just gave us there. Russian, I would love to hear a little bit about
Yeah.
how is it different and what differences do you think make it difficult or what differences do you think add towards, a dating experience? Are there cultural differences you've noticed?
Yeah, I mean for sure. I would say that as Latinos, a lot of people have a misconceptions that like Latinos all eat the same thing or like all the same thing or all have spicy food or all that, and we're not all like that, right? We are Latinos, but culturally we're completely different. We eat different stuff. We dance and hear different music, and everything is just so much different. And we're all Latinos at the same time. I think I think that Chispa allows you to be Latino in your own way, whether you were born and raised in the States, like people like myself,
Mhm.
that we are Latin, quote unquote, Latin X. We were born in the States, but culturally our parents are Latinos. And it gives you an opportunity to not feel judged. Like,
Right.
yeah, I think it's good when I meet another Dominican because I can relate. We eat the same food, we can dance together, we get it. But then Latinos are so open and so diverse that I can see a Colombian, I can see a Venezuelan, I can see a Cuban, and still relate a little bit. So I
Mhm.
think that the shock comes more when you date like an American or someone that's completely, you know, uh, off culturally. Maybe
Yeah.
that's the shock, but I think everybody likes Latinos. We all have a little flavor in there. We got some flavor. We got
You
some flavor.
you do have flavor, and I admit that the accent is very sexy. So we those of us that don't have it, we like to hear it. So I would agree. I would agree with you about that. I want to take a little bit of a turn because we know that you are a mommy now. Like we first met you, you were not on Love and Hip Hop, but now you have beautiful babies. And so I wonder, do you think it's different dating as a mom? And if so,
Yeah.
how does that affect you, as you look for a potential partner?
Yeah, dating as a mom is definitely different now. My life has completely changed. I wasn't like a big dater before because believe it or not, I'm super socially awkward and I am the most shy person ever. I have a really big personality when I'm working,
Mhm.
but for the most part, I'm really chill, really mellow. So I never really was the whole like I'm out and about dating. But yeah, now you have to make sure that you're gonna go out, but not too late. You got to
Mhm.
make sure that whoever you date likes kids. You got
Yeah.
to make sure that they can be a good father figure, a good, stepfather.
Mhm.
That you're a good role model. You got to look at so many other things that I wasn't looking at before. And obviously, having two girls, you gotta, and
Yeah.
I got trust issues. So it'd be a little hard, but you know what? I'm not the first and I'm not the only one, and I won't be the last one to do it. I'm just trying to figure it out like every other single mom out there.
Mhm.
My focus is on being the best mother I can be for my girls. And I
Yeah.
would love to find a good partner that can see that within me, that I'm a nurturing, loving, woman that has a little bit of a masculine alpha energy because
Okay.
I've had to become the man of the household in every aspect. But I
Hmm.
would love to find someone that, and I can finally be in my soft era, like everyone's talking about, and just be a woman, right?
Yeah.
But I'm grateful. I'm in love with my girls.
That's beautiful. We love seeing that. Congratulations again
Thank
on,
you.
and I think that is one of the best rites of passage, in life. If you want to become a mom, being one is just one of the most unbelievable experiences that a woman can have.
It really is.
So let me ask you this, because in addition to, we met you on Love and Hip Hop years ago, Love and Hip Hop Miami, and I wonder if you are pro public relationships, are you
No, 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 no. So obviously, being on Love and Hip Hop, to a certain extent, they want to be out up in your business and they want to know
Yeah.
what's really happening in your life, right? I think that after certain experiences I've lived, I think that I would just be a little bit more careful
Yeah.
on what it is that I truly put out there, because it's so unfortunate that in the world that we live in, a lot of people want to see you do bad for their own personal entertainment.
Mm,
A lot of people want to see your downfall just so they can laugh or have something to talk about,
mhm.
without realizing that you're a real human, a human being, and you're struggling and you're hurting and you're going through it. So I feel like my next time around, I'm going to be a little bit more cautious of how much I put out there, because I really want to protect it. And I'm not getting any younger. I mean, I'm
Well,
33,
you look,
but I'm 33.
girl, you look beautiful, and your energy is it's just focus on that. Age is just a number. But let
Thank
me ask you
you.
this. Let me ask this, Amara, because you are a public figure, right? We
Yes.
know that you're an artist, you're an entertainer, you're a television personality. You're on this dating site, right? Now you're on Chispa, so there could be like this average guy out there that is not an entertainer, he's not a celebrity. Do you think that you would be able to have a healthy, functional relationship with a guy that was not, in the limelight? Do you think that could work for you?
I don't want anybody in the limelight, to be honest. The only thing I've made a mistake is, amongst many, is that some men that I've dated that weren't in the limelight, I put them there
Okay.
because I brought them into my world. Like, this is my world, so I want you to stand beside me. And putting that spotlight brought them a type of energy that they weren't prepared for, wasn't even for them in the first place. So I
Hmm.
feel like I don't want someone really in the spotlight. I wouldn't mind somebody chill that does his own thing, that has nothing to do with my world, and we come home and we have something to talk about. But if we're both doing the same thing all the time, then but I've
Yeah.
tried it. I've tried everything, you know? There's no guidebook on
There's
how
no
to do
bad
this.
blood.
We're trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I just wonder because I think sometimes it's difficult for a person that's not in the celebrity world to come in there, specifically a guy, because like you mentioned, that alpha energy, if he's got to like hold your purse while people are taking pictures with you, how is that going to, how does he feel? And do you think that, what do you think the good match would be for you? If someone was not in the limelight, what do they have to, what offsets do they have to be able to fit well into your life and not feel out of place, because that's a
I
big.
think it has to be somebody that's very secure with themselves, someone that really knows that he could be with anybody in this world. I could be with anybody in this world. We chose each other. So that
Mhm.
means we're committed to making it work. Um, I think that now just my priorities have changed.
Yeah.
Once you become a mom, your priorities change, your vision in life changes. I'm not looking for the shiniest watch and the
Mhm.
shiniest car, and I'm looking for emotional stability. I need you to be mentally stable. I need you to have morals and principles and family values. I need you to respect me as a woman. I'm not taking any disrespect. There's just so many other things that before, my list used to be long of all
Mhm.
the things I wanted from a man. And it's like, are those really things that matter as much how tall he is? He may not be as tall,
Mhm.
but he respects and loves me X, Y, and Z. So
There you
I'm a little
go.
bit more flexible now.
That sounds good, because I was going to ask you, what is Amada's type? Because I'm sure there's lots of guys that are going to sign up for this sign up for this dating
Yes.
app, hoping that they get a chance to slide past your profile. Do you have any non-negotiables when it comes to your type?
Some non-negotiables when it comes to my type is definitely I mean, non-negotiable, you have to understand that I'm a mother, right? I'm
Mm-hmm.
a mother first. That's the
Mm-hmm.
most important thing for me. My mom is not an option. I'm never getting rid of her. Like we're a combo.
Right.
And I think that everything else, and I think that I'm not willing to negotiate my peace.
Right.
Anything that takes me out of my peace, I'm not doing it. And
Mm-hmm.
every relationship has its problems. Nothing is perfect in life. I'm willing to put in the work, but
Mm-hmm.
don't disturb my peace. Because if not, when you've been single for a long time and you're
Yeah.
financially stable and you're able to, you know what I'm saying, come home and do what you want, pause.
It's
So,
gotta be a hell of an offer to get you to give that up, right? It's gonna be a good
right.
offer.
We have
Any
to have a good
physical,
balance.
any physical, you have any physical type, Amada? We know that tall, he doesn't have to
Nope.
be super tall.
Nope.
You're open.
Yep.
You're
I've
open.
dated chunky, I've dated short, I've dated tall, I've dated white, I've dated black, I Latinos, I'm not that type of person. I am, oh my God, what's that word? Okay, don't tell me. Is it a sapiosexual?
Sapiosexual, yes. Yes.
Yes. Oh my God. I love an intellectual man. Oh my God. Talk to me smart. Oh, talk to me intelligent. I love a well-educated man. I love a man with manners, with culture. You know, like I said, I'm looking for other things in life right now. And physically, I think that anything that I may not necessarily be into, I can learn to love, or we can work on it together and change it.
Okay. Well, you've given a lot of men out there help, a lot of men out there hope, Amada. A lot of
Oh,
men.
well, you can't be stingy. You can't be stingy.
Okay.
I
Okay. There we
can't do
go.
stingy. I got bills. Okay, I got bills and a lot of responsibility. So,
Yes. Yes.
you
So
gotta, you know what I'm saying? Work
yeah.
with me. Work with me.
So he needs to have his own together. He needs to have himself together.
You know what? Let me not use have your own together. You need to have your own together, but most importantly, you need to be a provider.
There you go. I like that. There
Because
you
I love that you can have your own. I love that for you, that you have your own. But can you share your own with me?
go.
I'm just saying though, because you gotta be a
Yeah.
provider.
That's
That
I'm
part.
with you. I'm with you. We are here. We are here. All right.
Yeah.
Well, before I let you go, let people know because this has been so much fun. Let people know where they can sign up for Cheese But and what about for those of us that are not Latino? Are we welcome to
Oh
sign up as
no.
well?
There's a lot of not Spanish speaking people on the app. There's a lot of men and women that like Latinos too. You may like some Puerto Rican flavor. You may like some Dominican, Colombian, Honduran, you know what I'm saying, Venezuelan flavor. You have all of that in there. So don't feel like you can be part of Cheese Spot because you most definitely can. And all you have to do is go to your Apple store or go to whatever store you download your favorite apps on and
Mhm.
download Cheese Spot,
Okay.
sign up, and as soon as you sign up, you're gonna know exactly what to do, and you're just gonna get in the vibe and the zone of chispa.
We love it. Well, we are excited. Congratulations to you on this new endeavor. But most importantly, Amada, we want you to
Yes.
find love. We want this to be so when we talk to you the next time, you're going to be here telling us how you found the great love of your life on Chispa, and you're going to, be promoting it that way. So we are believing
I
that.
wish the chispa wedding. What?
Claim it.
I
We're claiming
wish.
it. We are going to claim it. The next time we're talking to Amada, she is going to be headed towards the Cheese Spot wedding. Well, thank you so much for hanging
Thank
out with
you so
us.
much.
We are so excited for you and look forward to seeing more from you soon. Thank you.
Amen. Thank you so much.